My hair. Well, what little of it. Uh, yeah, I got severe hat hair this morning. Wow, damn. Okay, good morning, folks, and sadly, I have to start off on a sad note. Um, I found out yesterday that about 2:50 in the afternoon British time, um, that actor Simon Fisher Becker passed away at age 63. Um, Simon used to be, a regular in the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS chat, and also every year for the past few years, I knew him and we were on Facebook together. Um, he'd always send me a direct message on my birthday. You don't get that much from folks anymore, and it always touched me when he did it, and I always thanked him. He was also, I believe, our first celebrity guest for an Omega Files first celebrity interview too. I got to double check that if I remember correctly. And it's deeply sad to hear that he has passed on. Um, so my condolences go out to his husband Tony, and for all of us who knew him, because he will be missed. Such a kind person. But yeah, it's been a weird week, and that just really caught me off guard because I hadn't been online like all day Sunday really, and um, then I turn on my Instagram and there's somebody announcing that Simon had passed away, and I was like, no way. Now, on the other hand, I saw the German trailer. Some folks have re-uploaded it for Doctor Who Series 2, and oh yeah, there's a lot more in there that we did not see. Now, I'm going to really go out on a limb here. There's a spoiler alert because I'm probably wrong. Because this is just a knee-jerk reflex reaction, and I highly doubt it's true. Just a what if, all right? A speculation, if you will. All right, in the German trailer, once again, spoiler alert, we see a giant spider going kerblooey. And I'm going to sound just like the guys did back a few years ago with Capaldi, and they saw the thing for Kill the Moon. But could this go back to the Eight Legs? And what if Miss Flood is somehow related to the Great One? Or has a spider on her back? That would be interesting. That's just a little throw out there. It's probably not true, okay? Just something, that just popped into my head. But yeah, there's apparently, the Doctor and Belinda, played by Verada Sethu, will be going into the cartoon world. That's one thing that was left out of our trailer. Is you see them get turned into cartoons. And I'm like, oh, well, it worked for Supernatural. For those of you who don't remember, the Supernatural did a crossover where they literally went into cartoon land and were teamed up with Scooby-Doo gang. Eight-legged freaks. Roger, try watching Arachnophobia. That movie will freak you out. If the spiders don't freak you out enough. But I'm just saying, it's just a throw out there. I highly doubt it's true. Somebody just pulled in. Can you tell? Because look, it's sunlight on the planet Baldus. And the animals rejoiced in the fields, the empty fields. I'm still wondering what the heck is that. Look at it. Have I got a mole on my head? Okay, all right. But like I said, yeah, we're starting off on a sad note today. But like at the same time, the German trailer's been re-uploaded. There's a link to it on the Dr. Freedom Facebook page. Warning, yeah, everything's in German, but the visuals tell you quite a bit. There's quite a few things that were not in the trailer that was released other places. And so if you get a chance, you may want to look it up. I know, it makes me flash back to Anasazi the spider, if you've ever heard that tale. I believe that was an African legend or myth. I can just barely remember it. Or was it Anansi or something like that? No, Anasazi was a tribe. That's right. Or is it Anansi? I can't remember. It was like, I get all these names mixed up, especially when you get older. But yeah, if you get a chance, watch the German trailer. Like I said, people have re-uploaded it, and so far it's gone under the radar, and it'll probably be gone by the time I get home, knowing YouTube and all that. Well, I saw that. Yeah, all right. Yeah, now we're over to the Harry Potter series. Guys, in my opinion, I don't care what color you are. For you people who are jumping up and down, you're like, well, he was this in the book, he was this in the book, and I go, or he's not that color, or he was this in the movies. Guys, if you've seen Shawshank Redemption, how many here have seen it? Stick your hand up. How many of you read the novelette, which was out of different seasons? The novella, which was out of different seasons, it was then known as Rita Hayworth in the Shawshank Redemption. Red was an Irish guy. That's why they called him Red. That's why they put the joke in the movie where he says, "Maybe I'm Irish" or something like that. Yeah, Morgan Freeman says. But still, it worked. What works for something in a movie or in a thing, sometimes give the actor a shot, okay? I'm not going to judge somebody because, well, he can't be Snape, or he can't be this. He's green with bright green polka dots or bright purple polka dots. We can't do that. It's like, I don't care. I want to see what the acting's like before I go crazy, okay? I want to see what what that person brings to the character. Sadly, Alan Rickman's no longer with us, and even if he was, I don't think he'd be doing a TV series. But I have been shocked by that there's been some actresses and all that we know, or actors and actresses we know for movies, who are popping up on TV these days. Yeah, it's like, yeah, how about a black Doctor Who? It's like, yeah, wait a minute, where have I seen that before? So it's, oh, yeah, I loved one of the latest comments. I'm not going to jump on people in comments anymore. Your opinion is your opinion. Someone claims the Doctor saved no one. All he did was cry last season and blah, 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 this. And I'm like, did you watch the same show as I did? It's like, that's what I thought when I read this. I'm like, huh? I will admit the Ruby Road payoff was not a payoff at all. It was garbage. People who don't know, anyone's watching, are also people who are dropping their kid off at the, it's called leave a note with the kid if you want her name Ruby. Don't point at some random person you don't know is there and go, oh. I know everyone was jumping in on Daniel Craig because he was a blonde actor. Remember that? Oh, goodness gracious. So it's crazy stuff going on in the world. Like when I found out, thankfully this was long before social media because I was younger and much stupider. When I found out Michael Keaton was going to be Batman in '89, I shit my pants. I was like, huh? What? Because I'm like, Mr. Mom, or is going to be, is going to be Batman? Are you kidding me? Amazon, oh my God, wants to do a money. It's like, who aren't they doing prequels of these days? Batman's butler gets his own prequel series, and now, Bond's secretary is going to get a prequel series. Exactly, just like people, as recently as we saw with Jodie Whittaker, hadn't even, appeared, the only scene she had done was the scene for her reveal, and people were bitching. And it was like, oh, goodness. Just like when people get spin-off fever, it's like the spin-offs don't do so well. Well, can you blame RTD for losing his mind? Like I said, look what they've done to the past two showrunners after he left. It's, and plus they were doing to him as he got toward the end of his run. I was shocked when he said, I want to do this madness all over again. I was like, I will agree. I'm kind of not getting into the supernatural element anymore. It's just, can't we both go back to, when villains didn't need, like turn people into cartoons? But like I said, I want to see the episode before I go crazy. All right. Well, anyone who wants to be president twice, has lost their mind. I'm sorry, one day would be enough for me. Given all the things that are going on around the world these days, it's like, no, you can't launch missiles on them. Oh, you're right. It would destroy you. Why would I want to, take out all those poor innocent animals, and all that around the area, plus the fallout drift and all that, Oh, especially when I just want to wring one person's neck. That would be overkill, like using a sledgehammer on an ant. Like this is. Well, folks, like I said, it's about time for me to get inside. Once again, on a sad note, rest in peace, Simon Fisher Becker. You have a lot of people who are left here who will never forget you, how kind you were. And speaking with you, at any time was just an honor and a privilege because you're always so kind. So once again, folks, cherish those around you because one of these days, they're not going to be here anymore. Like, I didn't talk about it, but last weekend, I lost somebody who was my next door neighbor. We played together as kids. We were the same age, and they're gone now, too. You don't realize just how much people mean until they're no longer there to speak with. No longer, in a way, they're always going to be there with you. You keep them alive in your memory. That's why I keep telling people. My dad's with me every day and all that because I, think of the things he told me, and I think, what would he do in this situation? And so just remember them fondly is all we can do who are left behind. All right, be kind, be calm, be safe. Take care, everyone, and hopefully we'll see you all tomorrow. And enjoy the rest of your Monday.